Well, here in Florida, Hurricane Irma has already caused devastation down in the Keys. And I'm speaking to you now from Tampa Bay, where now the community is on lockdown. There's a curfew out on the streets behind me until the eye of the storm, which is due to hit here in a couple of hours, passes through. But you can guarantee, as soon as that storm is gone, our teams will be out in the community, evaluating where the need is the most, and will be responding.
Right now, safety is our #1 priority for us. We've already staged everything that we can stage. We've done what we can do to be in the position to help people after the storm. We work in partnership with many of the national VOAD organizations to strategize on how do we get the resources where they're needed the most. And it's going to take everybody to make this successful. As the storm moves up the coast, then we start to find out how bad is bad and where can we focus our resources. And that's where we're at now. This storm is so massive. The water that it is generating is going to push up into the areas across Florida. That means houses, communities, businesses could be overwhelmed by the water that comes in. Right now, the number's around 6 million people who've been evacuated from their homes to find a safer place to go. We see that there's about 300,000 people in shelters, and that takes a lot of support to help get food and water where it's needed. We currently have already distributed 110,000 shelf-stable meals to get in shelters around the state of Florida. We've already positioned 120 pallets of water around different locations to be able to go in first as soon as the winds die down. We have 32 mobile feeding units that have been strategically placed across Florida to help support the needs in every community. Now, as that storm moves up through the state of Florida, we're going to be able to move those resources that are already staged on the east of Florida to come back in on the backside of the storm, probably before many of the emergency response community are going to be able to get there. You know, the Salvation Army is involved in disasters for one reason alone, and that's because people are in need. It's the mission of the Salvation Army. Where there is need, that's where the Salvation Army is going to be. This storm is going to take all the resources of the Salvation Army, but we're going to need your help. The best way to do that, you can text STORM to 51555. You can log on to the website at helpsalvationarmy.org and make a contribution online. Or if you can't do any of that, just call 1-800-SAL-ARMY and make a financial contribution. That is the way we're going to be able to get the resources where they're needed the quickest. The way that we, the Salvation Army, can make the most, to do the most good with the resources that you're investing into us. Please consider supporting the Salvation Army today.